Thanks for the MC to prepone my speech and conducting the meeting in bilingual. On behalf of the Tamil Chamber of Commerce, I congratulate the organizers, Retail Association of India, for choosing the place in Chennai and choosing the chief guest, Dr. Nalli, who is our past president for Tamil Chamber of Commerce. People call him the Samrat of Silk, Pattu Chakravarti என்று அழைப்பார்கள். You see, Ananda Bhavan, Mr. Raja is here. He is our member. And people talk about much about this Walmart. One of our member, the Farida Shoes, India Shoes, they supply shoes to the Walmart. And so many of our members are here. I am proud that our members involved in this retail sectors successfully, in particularly Tamil Nadu, all over India, and also to the world market. The Tamil Chamber of Commerce, some of the persons here coming from all over India may not know that it was started by the first Finance Minister of India, Dr. R.K. Shanmugam, who is the first Finance Minister in the Nehru government. He represented the Bretton Woods Conference in USA in the year 1944. After that conference, only the World Bank and the IMF formed. So the Tamil Chamber of Commerce having a small fraction of contribution in the formation of World Bank and the IMF, for your information. And why I am telling that they choose the right place? We are pioneer in the trade of retail, rich heritage. In old Sangam literature, Pattinapalai, Urutharangannanar made some reference about this market. We call it Tamil Sandai. There is a reference about Nalangadi, Allangadi. That means, Nalangadi means the day bazaar. Allangadi means the night bazaar. Recently, the Prime Minister of India, Mr. Narendra Modi and his colleagues amended some of the rules and regulations regarding the extending the working hours of supermarkets and others, departmental stores. But in those days, we have that such kind of extended hours of retail business in the district of Bumbuhar, the port city, which is a very old port in the marine sector. So we have a rich traditional heritage about this retail. That is why I told that they have chosen a right place for conducting this meeting. Mr. Nalli, in his speech, told about the younger generation are much knowledgeable and competitive in conducting the business. Even for that, there is a reference in Tamil. Tammin Tammakkal Arivudamai Manilettu Mannukkellam Inidhu. That means the next generation, our sons and daughters, efficiency will do best to the country. Like that, he is referring his daughters and granddaughters doing much business. When one of the industrialists, Murugappa Group, I think, he went to see the Prime Minister of India at that time, Mrs. Indira Gandhi. He presented a silk saree to her. Immediately she asked, is it from the famous Nalli store? That was the history of Nalli. Our Vivek, you see the household articles, I am the consumer of Vivek. They are pioneer in the industry, Vivek and Co. In this part of the country, the retail sectors, now we are talking about the EMI. The VJP brothers, VJP Panirdas, from the southernmost part of the Tamil Nadu, Tirunelveli district, with a poverty, starting as a tea shop owner. His career was started as tea shop owner. Now he is owning 109 acres in the east coast of city. How much value the real estate people can calculate. 109 acres of coastal land under the VGP kingdom. From rags to riches story. For the past 5 days I was with him for the World Tamil Economic Conference, one of which the Guyana Prime Minister was the chief guest. He sold the Murphy radio, which our chief guest told about you, to the false people, Narikuravar. The EMI, all these things now started by the modern banks. But we have very rich pioneer heritage in the installment. So this is the right place to conduct the retail conference here in Chennai. You see Vasant & Co, VGP, Vivek, all start the letter with V, which is for victory. That is the success story of these people. There are more and more people. Our Srinivasa Raja started the first shop in Rayapuram, Ananda Bhavan. Now he is the chain. When I was in Singapore last week, one of the person approached me to get his franchise in Singapore. That is the success story of our Tamil Nadu people, which is the headquarters of southern India in those days. Still it is retaining its position as headquarters of southern India, representing as a mini Bharat, consisting all the cosmopolitans, all religious, regional people thriving here, doing business peacefully, successfully. That is the Tamil Nadu's culture, tradition. That is why people, irrespective of whether they are in profession or business, want to grow here. Now coming to this retail in India, the top 10 international brands are in Europe, Germany and USA. The 32% of the retail industry revenue, based on this Deloitte survey some time back, 32% of the stores formats are in USA and contributing 41% of that the revenue from these 32% of these stores. The Indian stores should be in the list of top 10 international. That is the wish of our Tamil Chamber of Commerce. The investments, it is the only lack and reason for not having our retail sector competing with world international brands. And there is so much of discussion about this FDI, about in retail and other things, policy matters. We should not be afraid of other people who are coming to play here. Because in those days we went abroad. We are having a rich maritime history, exports. 1,000 years before we went abroad for so many countries, done business. We have merchant guild. Now we call it as a delegation from chamber, FICCI, ASSOCHAM, CAA and our chambers and other chambers. But 1,000 years before they went as a merchant guild, as a delegation to do business in so many countries around the world. That is why Yadu Mure Yavarim Kelir, that happened because of that only in this particular region. So we have a rich heritage, qualification, talent, everything. Only the money and the funds are the main issues to competing with them, as far as my knowledge is concerned. We have to merge with some other organizations or some other business groups to make it a big entity and fight with these international brands to establish quality-wise. We are the best in the world in retail sectors. You see, there is another two sides of the coin. Somebody opposing it, somebody favoring this FDI in retail sectors. You see, one of these reasons, our farmers are getting 1/3 of the actual price, 2/3 is going. What is the consumer giving the price, retail price, and what is the purchasing rate of the farmers? It is difference, 2/3 is there is a difference. The middleman is getting that difference. If more and more retail business is happening, the direct purchase will result, the difference between the two-thirds and the farmers will get rich. This is the one side of these views expressed in the retail sectors. And another thing is the cold storage. 30% of our vegetables, fruits and other things in retail sectors, food sector is wastage due to the non-existence of cold storage. Whatever the cold storage facilities we are having, the potato occupies 80%. The other vegetables and fruits having a very limited space of 20% only. That is why we are having so much of wastages in the retail sector. That request more investments in cold storages for improving the vegetable and fruit business in retail sectors, in departmental stores and other things. The T Nagar, our chief guest also told much about that. This is the most retail sector happening place in Chennai. Its revenue contribution is twice that of Connaught Place in Delhi and Linking Road in Bombay and other states. That is the statistics. Generating more revenue, giving more employment in a particular region of T Nagar in Chennai. The T Nagar happens to be a best retail center, and also one more information regarding this, a survey conducted. The Kadar Nawaz Khan Road, where we have so much of retail outlets in international brands and our national Indian brands. This is the 10th place occupying in the world highest retail area in Nungambakkam. These are the results of survey done by reputed agencies. In such a scenario, the Indian government's people talking about this GST, and our chamber represented to the Prime Minister and Finance Minister that the cap of this GST should be within the 18% on higher side. But they are not in a position to tell that, and they are not in a position to make it as a constitutional amendment requested by the opposition and other parties. So it shows that there is a indication that it will be more than 18% maybe. But it should be within 18% when compared to other countries, which will give boost to the retail trade and other sectors. We will fight for that to make it 18% on behalf of our chamber, on behalf of the persons presented here for the seminar. I am assuring that the Tamil chamber will took the cause for fighting for that cap, keeping it is within the 18%. Still there is a time for giving suggestions and other improvements scope for the GST bill, because it is not at the final word is not yet pronounced. So I asked the Retail Association and the persons presented here for the seminar from the different organization to put your views, whether it is textile, hotel associations or some other retail associations, various other industries. What is your wish? Whether it is going to be had fully or not, or partially. We have to knock the door of the government always again and again so that our voice will be heard by the government. That is the practical situation here. So we have to fight for that, our welfare of the industry in the future. We have 1.3 billion population, which is one of the largest retail source for international brands. About 40 million people engaged in these retail industries, roughly about 3.3% of our total population. There is a much scope for the development in retail industries, but the thing is that we have unorganized sector contributing more and very limited in the organized sector. Only 4% of this retail sector in organized, having 500 square feet, more than that, space-wise. So these are some of the issues in the retail sector all over India. But retail associations and other members of these associations and the people involved in the industry do not hesitate to fight with the international companies or international brands. We should find our products quality-wise more than the international brands and should advertise accordingly to win the situation and they win the business from the international brands. As the previous speakers told, we are having a much potential, our own resources, qualified people, technical people, everybody is here. Our people in NASA, our people in Google, Yahoo and other, Pepsi, Coca-Cola and other brands as a professionals. But the thing is, these people we have to find ways to import these talent professionals from abroad to India to serve the trade and industry in all sectors, because we are appreciating about so many people performing in professionally CEOs and other professions in abroad. But the thing is, it is going to raise their own development only, being a professional CEO or something else in some other organization in the world. When they are people like talented people and business-oriented, innovative ideas will start their own business and trade and industry here in India, so that it will be a big business house and international brand, so that we can generate employment, improve the economy of the country, develop the nation to become a superpower, not to serve as professionals in other MNCs. Even though they have a talent, the ultimate result will be people like them should come and start their own industry and trade. And usually the southern India and particular part of Tamil Nadu is very conservative to start business. They are trained in such a way that to get a job, that too in government job, and marriage, and going for apartment, purchase of apartment, car, then coming to the city to make admission for his own son or daughter, and again this cycle is rotating. People are not adventurous to start own industries in particularly the southern India and particularly in Tamil Nadu. So I request more and more people should come in all sectors of business, and I convey my thanks for the Retailer Association of India and their organization officials for conducting successfully this seminar, and I assure that if any issues raised by these participants or in the seminar for putting these issues in the central government or state government concerned departments, we are ready on behalf of the chamber to take your things and issues, problems or suggestions to the government organization wise. Make it successfully implemented. Once again, thank you for the opportunity.